He spoke up, and he didn't hold back. Marquise Brown opened up about a possible return to the Baltimore Ravens, and what he revealed completely changed how you look at this whole situation. Because this wasn't just it almost happened story. There was a real decision here, real consideration, and one key detail that flipped everything at the last second. And once you understand what actually drove that choice, you start to see why this could impact way more than just a missed signing. This was way closer than most people realize. Marquise Brown basically confirmed that going back to the Baltimore Ravens was a real possibility. This wasn't a rumor. It wasn't media noise. He seriously thought about it. And when you look at this history with the team, it makes perfect sense. That's where he developed. That's where he had his best stretch in the league. But he's not that same player anymore. He's more experienced now, more selective, and a lot more clear about what he wants. And that's where things start to shift. Brown made it clear he's not interested in small talk or surface level interested anymore. He only gets involved when he feels like a team truly wants him for real. And when it came down to that moment, the Philadelphia Eagles were the team that gave him that feeling. That's where he felt the conviction, the intent, something concrete. This wasn't just a logical decision. It was about trust. When you put all of that together, it's clear Baltimore had a real shot, but at the key moment, another team showed more certainty. And a decision that might seem simple on the surface starts to carry real weight when you look at its current roster, because it exposes a problem the Ravens still haven't solved. Now stop for a second and think about this. It's not just about who didn't sign. It's about the hole that's still there. Without Marquise Brown, the Baltimore Ravens offense is right back where it was, desperately needing a reliable WR2. Because when you look at this group right now, there's talent, but there's no balance. And in a season that demands consistency, that becomes a problem fast. Zay Flowers took a huge leap, became the centerpiece, explosive, hard to defend, but he can't carry everything by himself. At the same time, you lose DeAndre Hopkins, and Rashad Bateman is coming off a disappointing season, so it's not just about adding another name. It's about having real reliability next to your top target, someone you can trust when it matters most. That's why missing out on Brown hits even harder now. He wouldn't have been just another piece. He would have been an immediate solution. Someone ready to step in, proving with built-in chemistry, and when that doesn't happen, everything changes. Because instead of fixing the problem now, you're gambling on the future. And you, Ravens fan, just like me, real frustrated watching Hollywood Brown choose another team? Let me know in the comments. Now look how everything starts to connect. Once the Baltimore Ravens miss the chance to bring Marquise Brown back, the entire situation shifts. What was once a real opportunity to fix the problem immediately now turns into an urgent need to address it in the draft. And this wasn't about the perfect strategy. It's about having no real alternative. Because as the roster stands today, that gap is still wide open. And when you think about what this offense actually needs, the challenge becomes even clearer. Zay Flowers has already shown he can be that explosive playmaker. The guy who stretches the field and creates big plays. But he can't do it all alone. What's missing is the complement. A bigger, more physical target. Someone reliable in the red zone. Someone who shows up when the game tightens up. And expecting a rookie to come in and immediately fill that role, that's a major risk. And that's where this really starts to matter. Because now, all the pressure shifts to the team's next moves. It's not just about drafting a receiver, it's more getting it right on the first try. And when your entire offensive balance depends on that decision, one mistake can completely change the direction of the season. That's the situation the Ravens have created for themselves right now. What you're left with here is hard to ignore. The Baltimore Ravens were extremely close to solving a clear issue on this roster, but let a player walk who already knew the system, could contribute immediately, and fit exactly what this offense needs right now. Marquise Brown's decision wasn't random, and when you understand the reasoning behind it, you realize this was a real opportunity that slipped away. Now the pressure is higher, the margin for error is smaller, and the path to fixing this offense just got a lot more complicated. And you, Ravens fan, just like me, are you concerned about this wide receiver group as is standing right now? Do you trust this team to fix it through the draft? Or do you think they should be being more aggressive in free agents? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from your take. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.